My name is Lisa McMillan, and we are coming to you from Drexell and HONEYBEE'S Donations Only Restaurant in Brewton, Alabama. We have a lot of people to come in, and we serve a homemade bread pudding here, and everybody wants to know the recipe. Well, today is your lucky day because we are going to tell you how we make our bread pudding. It's very simple, and a lot of people say they like it because it's simple. It doesn't have a lot of ingredients in it. So here we go. So take your bread, any kind of bread, you tear it up. And you can tear it up. I tear mine up kind of small. A lot of people use bigger pieces, but I tear mine up kind of small. And then when you look down and the pieces look too big, just go back in and do another little tear on them. But this bread right here should make a very good bread pudding. And most bread do. You can use any kind of bread you want to use. It smells really good, this bread does. I like the nice dark crust on it. That means you'll have a chocolatey looking bread pudding here. Okay, we get it all tore up. And like I said, you go back in and tear it up again if you want pieces smaller. I'm making a very small one here, but in the restaurant we have to make. What I usually do, with gloved hands, I go in and I mash the bread in the milk to make sure, you know, they get a little bit coating. And if you got some really big pieces in there, you know, you can, the milk will soften it up and you can get it mashed and everything. Then I add margarine. To me, margarine works better than butter. I don't know, because, I guess because of the consistency of it, I don't know. But I go and I mash that up in there and get it all mashed up really good. That's really good. And if you see where you've added a little too much milk, which I don't think this is too much, but you can always add a little more bread to soak it in, you know what I mean. Get your egg. Now, how many eggs you use depends on the size of your bread pudding. I'm only using one in here because it doesn't need but one. But if you had a much bigger bread pudding, 2 or 3. 2 or 3. A little vanilla. Okay. And so now I'm going to add the spices. I'll take my glove off. Add the spices. I have cinnamon here. A new one. Anyway, just peel it off there. I just small, so I just put, there you go. There you go. Small amount. Then you have the pumpkin spice, a little bit, not much. There you go. And then of course the nutmeg, not much. There you go. So you got that in there. Now just stir it up. Now what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna add a little bit more bread because I see I still have to add my apple sauce and my well, my sugar hadn't been added yet. And that's very important, the sugar, for goodness sake. Just a little bit more bread. Strengthen and put in. All right, and stir it in. Mix it good. And that's the consistency you want right there to cook it with. That's your cooking consistency. Now I'm going to add applesauce. It makes it so fluffy and it just adds a nice touch to it. Okay. All right. Stir it in. Now, of course, sugar is the most important part of the bread pudding. You gotta be a little sweet. What you do is get all your ingredients in. Now, if you're not ready to cook this today, you can put it in the refrigerator and keep it 2 or 3 days, really. And then you can cook it, but you can make it ahead. And if you do that, by the time you get ready to cook it, all the flavors are in it. And now we don't add raisins, but if you want to add raisins, you can add raisins to it. Our people say they like ours because it's plain. And you know what this started from was, in the restaurant, we didn't really have enough money to buy desserts. And I was thinking one day, what would be a simple, easy dessert? Something cheap, bread pudding. So that's how it came about. And the reason it was simple is because we only had the simple things to do it with. But it turned out to be the best way to do it. So that's your bread pudding. Drexell and Honeybee's bread pudding. Bread pudding. Beautiful bread pudding. See how chocolatey that looks? And nice and warm. Now, okay. While it's warm, get you some margarine and brown sugar. Like I said, I use margarine because for some reason, it does better than butter with this. Mix it together. And your margarine can be at room temperature, and you don't need to do anything but mix the butter, margarine, your brown sugar in there. And you take it and you put it over the top. Now I want to ask, has anyone here ever had bread pudding French toast? Oh, that is so delicious. One day I'm going to do that for you. Okay, then you get it saturated in there pretty good. Then, that is so yummy. Put that there. And what you would do is slice it. It comes out of a great consistency. Get your plate. Now, if you want to put a little dollop of whipped cream on this, you certainly are welcome to do so. Me, I don't put anything on there like that. I just eat it nice and hot or cold. But there's your bread pudding. It is really delicious. And I hope you all make it and let us know how you liked it. A lot of people have asked for this recipe, so here it is. Drexell and Honeybee'S, donations only restaurant, bread pudding. Thank you for joining us. Please like and subscribe to our channel. You know, we are a small nonprofit, and there are so many ways you can help any small nonprofit. It doesn't have to be money. It could just be by the flick of the like button or the subscribe button. So please like and subscribe to our channel. Thank you so much, and I'll see you next time.